Last time, we defeated Pokemon Platinum using only Pokemon and moves that started with the letter P. Today, we're going to do something a bit different. We are going to attempt to defeat a Pokemon Heart Gold using a single Chimecho. Why Chimecho? Chimecho's base stats are actually incredibly solid considering how forgotten I think this Pokemon is. Its Psychic typing and move pool are very serviceable as well. So to say I'm excited for this run is an understatement. So we boot up our Pokemon Heart Gold, pick our illegitimately selected starter in Chimecho and head out on Professor Elm's errands. We run into the soon-to-be rival and defeat him. Chimecho starts out with Wrap, which as you know is a pretty weak move in every generation except for Generation 1. We make our way to the Sprout Tower in order to bulk up before taking on Faulkner. We don't need much, and at this point Chimecho knows a stab move in Confusion, so this battle's a breeze. We get our Zephyr badge and head south toward the Slowpoke Well, defeat Team Rocket, and defeat Silver, or whatever his name was in the run. I think it's Soul. As you can see, I clearly put a lot of effort into naming my characters. Now, I don't think anyone says this often at all, but Bugsy is a problem. His Scyther knows U-turn, which decimates Chimecho due to it being super effective. After finally landing a Confusion that actually confuses Scyther, and it actually hitting itself as a result, we get our Hive badge from Bugsy and are able to head up north to face Whitney. Now, Chimecho is pretty strong in comparison to Whitney's Pokemon, so that makes this battle very straightforward with no rollout or metronome shenanigans. Seriously, you guys sleep on how deadly Clefairy's metronome can be in these one Pokemon runs. It's devastating. She gives us the plain badge and we enter Ecruteak, meet Usain and defeat Silver, and also activate the legendary dogs. Will we see one later? Probably not. Not that it really matters anyway. Morty is our next opponent, and Chimecho is a bit of a glass cannon here. Chimecho can't necessarily outspeed Gengar without being grossly overleveled, so it's gonna need to be able to tank a Shadow Ball or two. Or we could just overlevel it, which we kind of do anyways. It's not really my fault. Chimecho gets 100% of the possible XP from trainers due to being our only Pokemon. Chimecho eventually gets the dub at level 37, and we get our Fog badge from Morty. Instead of keeping up with the tradition and catching a Krabby and Olivine, I decide to catch a level 20 Magikarp and use a rare candy to evolve it in order to get across the sea. This Gyarados is the only evolution of the run. So we surf to Olivine, Chimecho and I take a cute photo together, although we're very awkwardly spaced out. Any possible chemistry issues are however ironed out when we defeat Usain and end up taking this good form into Chuck's gym and defeat him for the Storm badge as well. Things are looking good. After restoring the health of the Ampharos at the lighthouse, we complete the traditional defeat at the hands of Jasmine immediately after. One day I'll win this battle on the first attempt, but today is not that day. We decide to take a time out and go east. We spot Suicune again and choose to ignore it. We have bigger and better things to do than chase a legendary dog around, unlike some people. We get the red scale, infiltrate the Rocket base, and tediously take them all out. Chimecho is actually really good against Team Rocket due to their affinity for poison-type Pokemon. We pay a visit to Price, and as usual, we dispatch his Pokemon with ease. You'd think that this would lead to a win against Jasmine, but you're wrong. We continue to struggle against the Steel-type Pokemon trainer until we eventually luck out. Jasmine is definitely my sworn enemy, and I respect her for it. We get the mineral badge for our elongated troubles, and we run into Entei in the wild. I told you might see one. I tried to catch it, but it didn't want to join our team. It was clearly jealous of the bond that Chimecho and I shared. We get exposed for pretending to be a member of the criminal organization of Team Rocket, and in turn battle Silver for exposing us. I also didn't realize that you can battle this guy before triggering the battle with Silver. We win both battles, obviously. Eventually, we're led to the top of the radio tower, which has an observation deck for some reason, where we defeat Archer. Chimecho's double edge enables us to defeat his Houndoom. Remember that later, it becomes very important. We head through the ice path and come out the other side to battle Claire. Claire isn't particularly difficult, and I attribute that to Chimecho's level more than anything. Chimecho's main move is Extrasensory, which shreds. Guys, I don't know if you can hear, but it's raining a lot outside. So now that the rain stopped, remember that video where I said Extrasensory wrong for about 17 minutes? Me neither. We beat Claire, get our Rising badge, and head over to beat the Kimono Sisters. Now, the Kimono Sisters were extremely difficult, mainly due to the fact that I can't use any items between battles, and that it's 5 consecutive battles against fairly strong opponents, one of which is a Dark type, which guarantees Chimecho taking recoil damage because it uses double edge. Also, conveniently, Umbreon comes out first, so Chimecho's on half health for the other fights, pretty much. It's not easy, but we eventually overcome their challenge, climb the Tin Tower, and battle with Ho-Oh. Did we win? I actually can't remember because I didn't end up saving the clip, so I'm just going to assume we did. We enter Kanto on the back of our humble Gyarados and head toward the Indigo Plateau. On our way there, we defeat Silver at the end of Victory Road quite comfortably. He is visibly distraught. We take this exceptional form into the Pokemon League for our first battle against Will. I teach Chimecho Shadow Ball, and that makes this battle an absolute breeze. 1-0 Team Chimecho. As you can imagine, the poison type user Koga is just as easy. Extrasensory does most of the dirty work here. 2-0 Team Chimecho. In fact, the first 3 battles of the Pokemon League are extremely favourable for Chimecho. Bruno's team falls victim to the barrage of Extrasensories. Did I do it again? I did it again. I said it wrong again. Oh my god. We'll try that again. Extrasensories unleashed by a cute little Bell. 3-0 Chimecho. Now here's where things start to get a little bit pear-shaped. Karen the Dark type user. Here is where Double Edge became the most important move of the run. It allows me to take down an Umbreon and Houndoom, although at the expense of Chimecho's health. Shadow Ball cleans up Murkrow whilst Extrasensory is used on Gengar and Vileplume. 4-0 Chimecho. Now Lance was going to be tough as well. As you can see, the level 71 Chimecho of the previous clip is now a level 84 that turns level 85 mid-battle. Equipped with no super effective moves, and I did contemplate Ice Beam, Chimecho gets the job done with Extrasensory. We're officially the champion, but this is a Johto game, so we're not done here yet. We head into Kanto and take down all the gym leaders, including Blue. Professor Oak gives us his blessing to climb the Mountain of Silver, and we do exactly that. The Mute Trainer that resides at its peak is our final hurdle. I enter with a level 92 Chimecho, and I get absolutely leveled with a couple of realizations. 1. Red's Pikachu is faster than Chimecho. 2. Red's Pikachu always uses Volt Tackle. 3. Volt Tackle does a lot. And 4. It's always snowing. But I've got the leftovers to offset that. We defeat Pikachu, but Snorlax proves too much of a task with 52 health despite the level up. There's only one thing we can do, and that is level Chimecho to level 100 and hope that it outspeeds Pikachu. I contemplate setting the date to one of the dates that trigger the Diamond Dust instead of Hail on top of Mount Silver, but I figured it would be irrelevant if we couldn't outspeed Pikachu. Chimecho is maxed. There was only one way to find out if we were going to be able to do it. We enter the battle with Red, and to my horror, Pikachu attacks first. I try again just in case it was a speed tie. It was not. We fall defeated with the Chimecho we left New Barktown with. With no items in battle, I still think this challenge is possible. I'll explain. First of all, I think Chimecho could possibly outspeed Red's Pikachu with 31 speed IVs and 252 speed EVs, but I feel like doing that would just be untrue to the run. Discarding the Chimecho we spent all those hours with just to replace it at the final hurdle doesn't seem right to me. Also, Chimecho could learn Calm Mind. Now, after seeing Chimecho's dominance with Calm Mind in our Pokemon Emerald C-only run, this is what definitely intrigued me into thinking this challenge could be done. However, with only one usable Pokemon, Calm Mind is unable to be obtained. Calm Mind can be purchased at the Battle Frontier. In order to earn the currency needed, we would have to participate in battles at the Frontier. Now, I would either have insufficient Pokemon because I can only use Chimecho, or I would have to use rental Pokemon at the Battle Factory, which, in my opinion, would invalidate the challenge. So there you have it, guys. Our first incomplete challenge. I'm not sure if you're disappointed. I definitely was when I realized that it just wasn't possible with the Chimecho I had. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, drop an F in the comments for our poor Chimecho for being our first incomplete challenge. Maybe we'll return one day. There are some videos on the screen of challenges that I actually completed, which I think you'll enjoy. Check them out if you want, or don't. You're the one in control. See you next time.